I don't talk about it often, but I didn't have a great childhood. I did in some ways, but I had a lot of trauma and obstacles that I faced. I was severely depressed. I was around a lot of domestic violence within my immediate family, and yeah, that really shaped who I am, but it also caused me to fall into really bad depression, have anxiety. I was on antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication from the age of 15, and today I am proud to say that I was able to heal myself naturally, heal my mindset, and that's a lot of what my videos on this channel have been about. Especially years ago, if you've been with me, I made videos on reprogramming your brain and journaling and mindset and energy healing, and I'm still taking those practices and using them today. I feel like this is becoming a ritual. Last Saturday, I filmed the video that I just posted today. If you haven't watched it, check it out. Just like this, with my coffee, reflecting. It is the end of 2023. We are approaching 2024, and I've been thinking deeply about this year, and not only this year, but my life and certain practices that I have picked up over my life that has really changed my life. But I narrowed everything I do down to 5 really powerful practices that you should start in 2024, even before 2024, to truly change your life. Make sure you watch until the end of the video because I'm saving the most obscure one for the end. Number 5 is yoga. I talk about yoga a lot, but I actually had the idea for this video when I was in a yoga class at Core Power this week because I've fallen out of my yoga practice, but I started doing this religiously around 10 years ago. I was around 18 years old, probably a little bit younger when I first got introduced to yoga, but really I was consistent with it from 18 onwards. I went on to get my teaching certificate, and I also teach yoga occasionally. I was teaching at this time last year at Core Power, but I am not currently. But I'm so grateful for my yoga practice because as I get older, I notice how my body is changing over the years, but I can always return to my yoga practice. And I know it is so powerful on so many levels, not just physical, but I can tell that because of my practice, my joints don't hurt as much as they probably would. My muscles are stronger and leaner and longer. I have better posture. The way I carry myself is more confident and empowered. It has changed my life, and I really think this is what really helped me get away from my depression, my anxiety, because it strengthens your awareness and your control and discipline. It really makes you realize that you are in control of your life and you can do incredible things with your body. It's truly insane. Yesterday I was at a class and I was practicing my chin stand. I'm not where I want to be, but I know that I can get there because I've gotten this far. And yoga just comes into every part of your life. And the meaning of yoga is to yoke, which means unity, and basically the joining of everything, the unison of everything. And when you really pair your breath to movement with your body and all of these things working together in unison while you're practicing yoga, the physical practice of yoga, it's really so powerful because these little things like your breath, for example, breath work is something that I should probably add to this list, but breathing, your nervous system activation is so crucial. And I think that's another important part I want to touch on with yoga is that it really activates your nervous system. And I find a lot of us are always in fight or flight. We're stressed. We live in this society where we're constantly having to be hyper productive and thinking about this and that we forget to return to ourselves and to calm ourselves. And that causes us to cling to things. That causes us to be working out and eating healthy, not be able to lose the weight because we can't relax. So if you're not able to lose weight, if you're feeling like you're constantly stressed, trust me, yoga is the answer. And the sooner you start, the better, because yes, there are sometimes weeks, sometimes even months where I fall out of practice and I can see how it affects me. But then when I get back on my mat and I do a flow, I'm like, there it is. That's me. That is my practice. And I return to it. And it's that discipline over the years and the compounding effect of it that has really changed my life. So if you can start a physical movement practice or moving your body and exercise, whatever it is, yoga. 2024. Trust me. If you have any questions, of course, leave them below, and I'll leave a link for Core Power. You'll get a free week. I'm not getting paid to say this, but I am a brand partner, and that's a resource, a free week of Core Power. That's what got me hooked when I was 18, so try it out for yourself. One last thing I want to read from my journal regarding yoga. Yoga is the journey to yourself through yourself. It has helped me love and care for myself more, knowing that I am able, capable, and in the end, I am all that I need. Mic drop. The second practice that has profoundly changed my life and truly reprogrammed my brain, and I have another video on this. I also have another video on my yoga journey too. If you want to check those out, they'll be linked in the screen. But journaling. Journaling is so important. It's important to organize your thoughts, get things out, clear the clutter from your brain, because like I said, in the society, we're pulled in so many different directions. There's constantly something we need to be doing or thinking about, and then we're trying to go inside ourselves and we're trying to go outside of ourselves. Just brain dumping is so powerful, but then also journaling in different ways. I journal with my shadow work journal, with my 369 manifestation journal. I actually have a Amazon storefront list with all of the journals that I love. I have one of them right here. This is just a plain journal, but I love this one because it says be here now, and it's a nice little reminder to me to be present. But journaling has really caused me to shift the way I perceive the world and see things. I used to journal when I was little. I've had a journaling practice probably since I was 5 years old, but the way I journaled was so different when I was younger, because I would brain dump, but I would brain dump very negatively because like I said, I went through a lot. There was just a lot of trauma and negative thoughts in my mind. So I would write those out. And by the end of my journaling session, every single time I would be hysterically crying. And that was not benefiting me. It was perpetuating my negative thoughts because I was always in that negative victim mindset. But I've been watching this YouTuber, her name's Annie Jaffrey, since I was around 11 or 12 years old. She still makes videos and they've truly shaped the way that I live my life. But she would talk about journaling in a positive way, saying good morning, it's a beautiful day, writing some things that are positive about your environment or the world around you. And I started doing that. It felt so unnatural. I hated it. I was like, this is stupid. But I kept doing it, and it strengthened that muscle in my mind of gratitude. And I think gratitude is so important, and I'm going to get into that later on in this video, but just writing positive things, clearing out your mind, brain dumping, organizing your day, and really alchemizing the thoughts that you're having. Because I know a lot of times we have these emotions that are passing through us and we kind of ignore them, but they fester and they end up sticking in our bodies, and they manifest physically as pain or even disease. So I think it's so important to metabolize those emotions, and writing and journaling is such an amazing way to do that. And I'm not saying you have to write pages every day, but I'm telling you, get a journal and just start writing 2 sentences a day or 10 things you're grateful for. That is something I always return to. If I feel like I'm getting into my scarcity mindset or I'm feeling really down or depressed, I will start my gratitude practice, and that is literally writing 10 things I'm grateful for in the morning. Hi there. Hello. Good morning. I am so grateful for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The first 5 are typically very easy for me to come up with. I'm grateful for my apartment, for the clothes, for my health, for my family's health, etc. But then the last few, you have to actually dig a little bit deeper, and I find that's where the real work is. But if you have any questions about journaling, let me know. I have more videos on journaling and the different methods that I use that I can leave down below, like the 369 method, and also shadow work is super important. But get a journal. 2024 is the year that we're journaling, and I'll be doing it with you. So let's move on to number 3. The third practice that I think you should pick up in 2024 is meditation. Meditation has profoundly changed my life, just like yoga and journaling. They're all kind of related in a way, but they're different. There are so many different kinds of meditation that you can practice. I love Boho Beautiful's guided meditations. I've been doing them since 2020. Lately, I've been doing more silent meditations, but I still return to her guided meditations too. And also for yoga, if you are trying to get into a yoga practice and you don't know where to start, her yoga videos on YouTube are free and they are incredible. I've been doing them for many years, probably 5, 6, 7 years now or more. They are led so well, easy to follow, but they are honestly very difficult, some of them. I just did a yin yoga class by her the other day, and I think yin yoga and meditation go hand in hand. It's not always about pushing yourself and doing that power vinyasa or lifting a lot of weights or going on a run. Sometimes it's about really sitting with yourself, being slow, taking deep intentional breaths, and leaning into where you feel the pain or the discomfort. And I find that's what meditation does for me too. It really strengthens my awareness, my discipline. And I learned how to meditate from my healer, Kimmy, in Costa Rica. And I have videos with her on this. But I sit cross-legged, or in lotus position. I personally love to connect my index fingers and thumb. I think this is Anjali Mudra, or is this Anjali Mudra? I'm forgetting my names, but on my knees, close my eyes, and keep my chakra points all in alignment. And I go within, I transcend. I haven't taken a class on transcendental meditation, but I want to, because I really find going within yourself and focusing on your breath and really just calming your mind. And it's almost like you're airbending in a way, because you're able to really hone in on different parts of your body, but different parts of your mind. And when I go on throughout my day, I really find that I'm able to be more intentional and focused and work better and connect with others on a deeper level because of my meditation practice. And I'm not saying you have to meditate for an hour every day. Start with a few minutes and then move to 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I personally meditate for around 20 to 30 minutes a day, and I would love to increase it, but right now that's what is working for me. And I think it's always important to listen to your body and do what serves you. But meditation practice is super key to start in 2024. The second thing, gratitude and the lucky girl syndrome / being delusional. I've talked about this quite a bit on my channel, and I just talked about gratitude and how life-changing it can be because it pulls you into the abundance mindset. And I think that is the most powerful place that you can be energetically, because then you become a magnet for everything that you want and that's meant for you. I have a video on the lucky girl syndrome, which is actually really crazy because I filmed that in January in place of this kind of video, because I didn't make this video at the end of 2022. So I made one at the beginning of 2023, and I was in New York in my hotel room filming that video and talking about how the lucky girl syndrome has changed my life. And I always lived that way since I was probably 20 years old. Like I said, I was in that really negative headspace on antidepressants. And then, like I said, with my journaling practice, I flipped it to gratitude. And I was like, great things happen to me. The sky is blue. I got to go to the gym today. I got to go to class today. All these positive things are happening to me. And that is the premise of the lucky girl syndrome. You're lucky. Things just happen to you. Great things happen to you. Good people come into your life. Opportunities flow into your life. And I can say today, from where I'm at, my life is amazing. I am so lucky and I'm so grateful for everything in my life. I love the people around me. I love what I get to do every day. I love making these videos and connecting with you. My job is amazing. I have so many beautiful things flowing into my life on the daily that I just feel so profoundly lucky. And of course, it's easier to feel lucky and happy and good and be in that mindset when you're already here. But it is really difficult to kind of move into this mindset when you are in that negative headspace and bad things are happening to you. But you have to really focus on the small little good things that there are. Like, it might be so difficult to even think of one when you're in that headspace, and I know it, but you have to force yourself, and no one can help you get there. You have to want it yourself, which is the hardest part. But I'm here to let you know, and I am proof that you can get out of it, because I know how difficult it can be. It just takes those small steps. Like I said, that gratitude practice of writing 10 things you're grateful for every morning, just start with that. And I swear that is going to catapult you forward. But I know it's very difficult. It's like you're starting to lift weights for the first time ever. You have no muscles to build on. You're starting from scratch. But you have to start somewhere. And going along with this, being delusional is so important. I am so delusional, and So are my friends, and so are the people around me. We are all very delusional to the point where everything we want comes true. We're living crazy lives. Like, I'm going to Argentina next week, and I just decided I was going to go a couple days ago. I literally decided, and within an hour, I booked my flight, and I'm going to Argentina, and I'm going to Uruguay for a month. I'm going to work from there, and I can. And my friend's like, hey, come to Argentina. And I was like, okay. He's like, cool. We're just all like that, you know? Like, my friend group, we're all just like, we'll book the flight, we'll do it, we can do this. Oh, we want to start that business, let's go. Like, everyone in my circle is like that. And when you surround yourself by people like that, it just flows and it becomes more easy. Because I was having a conversation with someone who isn't like that recently, and it kind of reminded me that not everyone thinks this way. Yeah, be delusional, set crazy goals, make a vision board that's unrealistic, and write down how you're going to get there. Of course, work hard, make a plan. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to get this and not do anything to actually attain it. You have to take the steps to get there, but set those goals and work towards them, and surround yourself by people who make your goals seem small. But that's going to be the last thing that I talk about in this video. So number 5 or number 1, I forgot what way I was counting, but this is the most important thing you can do for yourself in 2024, the most important practice to take with you. And it is a little bit, I wouldn't say taboo, but it's a little bit harsh, I guess. Take inventory and clean house regularly. This goes for your environment, physical things in your living space. What do you need? What don't you need? Clutter, get rid of it. Your external environment is a reflection of your mind. So if there's clutter everywhere, that's probably what your brain is like. So first thing you need to do is just clear your space and get intentional with what you need in your space. And then also your habits. What habits are not serving you? What are? Read Atomic Habits. That book is one of my holy grails. I've read it about 3 times now, and I still listen to the audiobook over when I need to. But really understand, where do you want to be in a year, and how are you going to get there, and what's going to get you there? What habits are going to get you there? What material things in your life, and what relationships are going to help you get there as well? And I think this is the part where it gets a little bit harsh, but you need to take inventory of your relationships, your friendships, your romantic relationships. Are they serving your highest self? Are they filling you up, or are they draining you? And I'm not saying you need to cut out people if they're not serving you or you don't see the benefit in it. Absolutely, that's not what I'm saying. But sometimes we end up falling into friendships or relationships. And I actually talked about this in the last video I filmed that I just posted today on how to get unstuck. But it's so important to really understand where you want to be and what your values are and what your pillars are, and hold yourself to those, and then set boundaries so that way you aren't getting drained in the wrong directions, or people who don't have the same values as you are not pulling you away from your own, and you're staying true to yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are going to be with yourself the rest of your life, and you have to enjoy being with yourself. And if you aren't clear on your values and you're allowing other people to dictate which directions you're going in, where you're moving, what job you're getting, all these things, you're going to wake up one day and not be happy. And that's kind of where the quarter life crisis comes in. So make sure you are staying true to yourself and steadfast in that among everything. Yeah, clean house. If you notice you are pouring so much of your energy into a friendship or into a relationship and they're not doing the same for you, maybe that person doesn't deserve you in their lives. Maybe they don't deserve your energy and your attention, because I personally am super empathetic. I'm a giver, and there are a lot of people in my life that are the same way, and I love them so much. But there are some situations where I notice I maybe am pouring a lot more in, or friends can be very flaky, or some friends don't value your time. Like, they'll cancel on you last minute, etc. It's like, are those good friends? Are those people that you want to take with you in the future if they're going to continuously do this? I mean, if it happens once or twice, whatever, life happens. But if it's really happening over and over again, and you notice that maybe they're not prioritizing you like you are them, maybe it's time to let them go. And it's not easy to go through any breakup. Friendships especially, I think, are even harder than romantic breakups often. But you have to be really compassionate to yourself and love yourself and give yourself the space and what you need, because if you don't, you will get drained in all the different ways, and you will stay in the same spot. You might be in the same spot at the end of 2024 as you are now. And maybe you want to be there, but if you don't, make these changes, because that is what's going to push you forward and help you live a more aligned life. And at the end of the day, it's all about alignment. Everything that I told you, every practice that I'm telling you and really encouraging you to bring into 2024 is about living in alignment. It will help your physical alignment with yoga, your mental alignment with journaling and meditation, and your environmental alignment, your career alignment with cleaning house and taking inventory and practicing gratitude and really understanding what you want out of this really short life that we have, because it's so important to be intentional with everything you do, not just at the new year, but every single day. These practices truly changed my life over the past 10 plus years since I've started them. And I love my life today, and I'm excited for where I'm going, because I know that it's only going to get better, and I'm only going to get more in tune with myself through introspection and alignment. But if you have any questions about any of these, let me know down below. Of course, I have my course that will guide you through all these practices too, with journal prompts and books and everything that you need to know, especially with becoming a digital nomad and finding your perfect career or building a business. I hope this was super helpful. Let me know if you practice any of these. Let me know what I missed, or if you have any practices that have changed your life that you want to add in the comments down below. Connect with me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm super active there, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.